Bring back rock.
Hey, it's Dean and welcome to Bring Back Rock. Today I'm going to tell you about a band that started out in Louisiana before moving to LA to find their record deal. When I played this for my friend back in the day, he really liked it. Reminded him of Whitesnake, maybe Slided In era Whitesnake. It's not a perfect comparison, but it's not bad. It's pretty good. If you're familiar with them, maybe you can come up with something better. If you're not familiar with them, decide for yourself, because I'm going to play a couple samples of their music right after I tell you a little bit about the band Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge. The lineup on the first album reads as follows: Kelly Keeling, guitars and vocals; Lance Bullen, lead guitar; Corky McClellan on bass; and David Kremen on keyboards. I should mention that producer Jack Ponte was also a major songwriter in the band. He had credits on, I think, every song, and that comes into play on the third release. So let's get back to the beginning. Baton Rouge formed in Pearl River, Louisiana. Where? Pearl River, Louisiana. Population 2,618. Home of former Lynyrd Skynyrd drummer Owen Hale. Now, Baton Rouge went through a few name changes, starting out as Voices, changed to Cheetah, to Meridian, and to eventually settle on Baton Rouge. The band started in Louisiana before moving to LA, California in 1987. Where they recorded a demo with David Foster and Mike Klink of GNR fame. It was David Foster who suggested that Kelly Keeling's voice better suited the music of Baton Rouge. So, Kelly went from guitar to fronting the band, and Lance Bullen went from lead singer to lead guitar. Now, while the band was still Cheetah, they were signed to a production deal with MCA and recorded a demo, including a song with Jack Ponte. Jack Ponte is a singer and songwriter who worked with bands like Babylon AD, Bon Jovi, Keel, and Alice Cooper, Doro, and also Doro. Sorry, I just said that, but I wanted to include another photo. He also worked with Doro. MCA eventually passed, and after a couple name changes, they settled on the name Baton Rouge, and were, after just a handful of shows, were signed to Atlantic Records. Now, Jack Ponte, as I said, produced and also became involved with all the songwriting, getting credits on all Baton Rouge songs. In 1990, the album Shake Your Soul was released and cracked the Billboard Top 200, selling over 300,000 copies. The lead-off single, Walks Like a Woman, was catchy and fun and spawned a lighthearted video that received MTV airplay. The band endured a lineup change, bringing in Tony Palmucci on guitar to replace David Kremen. Now, the band released Lights Out on the Playground in 1991, and it took a bluesier sound on, spawning single and video The Price of Love. The album contained the Ponte-penned ballad Desperate, which was also recorded by Babylon AD. Now, Kelly Keeling wasn't too happy with the direction Baton Rouge was taking, and when given the opportunity to front the John Sykes-led Blue Murder, he took it, and the band dissolved in 1991. In 1997, Baton Rouge released its third album. Now, this album was not really considered a Baton Rouge album by Kelly Keeling. The album was again produced by Jack Ponte, who had a hand in writing all the songs. Kelly was then recruited to do the vocals. Other Baton Rouge members were not involved. Although not really considered a Baton Rouge album, it does bear the name, and if you like the prior releases, it's worth a listen. What they have been up to since. Bassist Scott Bender is still playing live in Pittsburgh and is the owner of Bender Built Construction. Corky McClellan still plays in bands. His band, Driver's License, just released a single. He also started SE Music Services, teaching drums, guitar, and piano, as well as recording up-and-coming bands. Lance Bullen started Puzzle Gut with XYZ bassist Pat Fontaine and is doing session work. He is also still playing with his band King Baby and recently released a solo single. Kelly Keeling was a vocalist in demand. He went from Baton Rouge to Blue Murder, played with John Norum of Europe fame and George Lynch of Dokken fame, as well as fronting MSG, and joined Trans-Siberian Orchestra in 2006. In 2009, Baton Rouge reunited to play one show at Rocklahoma. In 2019, Rock Candy Records re-released Shake Your Soul, and in 2022, Real Gone Music released Shake Your Soul on magenta vinyl. That newest vinyl release I heard was a run of only 3,000 copies. All right, it's music time. Let's hear some samples, and then I'll catch up with you at the end of the video.
Time is gonna burn straight like fire.
All right, so that was a little bit about Baton Rouge. Where can you find them? There have been those couple re-releases of Shake Your Soul, like I said in the video. You can find those still. You can also find them in the secondary markets, and they're not super expensive yet, so check them out that way. The first two albums, Shake Your Soul and Lights Out on the Playground, are available for streaming on Spotify, so you can check them out there. I'd just like to thank everybody who has hit that subscribe button. People like DC Pearl, MP Roberts, Felipe, Angela, Rich, and others as well. I really appreciate when you hit that button. It really makes my day to see those subscriber numbers climb up there. So thank you to everybody who's done that. If you haven't done it, please hit that subscribe button. Also want to say thanks to everybody who takes the time to watch these videos. I really appreciate that as well. And I will catch you on the next episode. Thanks again.